On this segment, our panel will be dealing with the discussion of what types of restrictions are put in place to try and suppress adult entertainment establishments. Okay, the first question we'd like to ask our panel is, what do you think are the pros and cons of adult entertainment? Ms. Castillo, would you like to lead on this topic?
The pros and cons
Mm-hmm.
of adult entertainment. Well, it allows people to express themselves in a sexual manner if they choose to burlesque or dance nude. And I believe if someone who's having has been in an accident, there's some therapeutic benefits of sex toys and things like that. So there might be some benefit for society.
Okay.
And then as far as the cons go, just people not knowing what the boundaries are, letting it get out of hand. So yeah, some things like that.
Okay, Ms. Nichols?
For people, they're entertainers. They make a lot of money. They can make their own hours. If people like it, it's good. People aren't forced to have to watch, and it's not right to have to use the gavel to try and force people away from the adult entertainment industry. It brings money to the areas that they're in and a lot of tax revenue for the city.
Okay. Mr. Rose, what do you think?
Pros and cons. Just to piggyback, it makes people happy, right? Those are the pros. People are happy. If everyone's happy, that's a good thing. Let's talk a little bit more about the cons. As technology continues to increase and social media continues to kind of be like that gear that's shifting the paradigm of our society and our culture, adult entertainment is able to be more accessible to children who are not supposed to see them through these Instagrams, Facebook, different social media content. So the con is that there's no filter or separation now for adult entertainment. You have adult entertainment that's geared to adults that are now being able to reach all different ages in all different mediums, and that's something that as technology continues to grow that we need to figure out on how can we keep that separation and that control. So yeah.
Okay, Ms. Mitchell, would you like to weigh in on the topic?
Well, I can't see very many pros of adult entertainment, but I could say some of the cons are definitely that criminal activity increases, you have more prostitution, more drug use, property values go down. I think it introduces our children to sin and just overall is bad for society.
Ms. Nichols, would you like to rebut what Ms. Mitchell has said?
Absolutely. You don't find strip clubs in blighted areas. There's really not a decrease in property value, it's more of an increase in property value. People tend to think that the secondary crime rates are higher, but there have been studies that have actually shown that the crime rates aren't as high in areas around the strip clubs and adult entertainment facilities.
Okay. What do you think are the restrictions that are put in place that are trying to stifle these adult entertainment establishments? Mr. Rose, what do you think?
Restrictions. Yeah, well, licenses. You have to be of a certain age to enter into a certain type of nightclub. But as far as restrictions, there are not many on internet. So as far as on the internet, all ages can go to a site if they know the name of that site. So again, as technology increases, you have to figure out a way to try to restrict technology. Of course, you can drink past a certain time in different states, depending on which state you are. Certain states, dancers have to be clothed. Some can be fully nude. I know Atlanta, Georgia, the dancers are able to be fully nude.
Ms. Mitchell?
Well, I believe some restrictions should be in place. I know there's restrictions in place about how far an adult entertainment establishment can be from a church or a school, and I think that needs to continue, if not become even more strict. I don't think children should ever be walking down the sidewalk and bump into a worker of an adult entertainment establishment. I don't think it's safe. So I think we need to continue to restrict the zoning surrounding in the areas in which those establishments can be located.
Ms. Castillo?
Well, to my knowledge, another way that, they try to restrict adult entertainment is by creating, ordinances. Like these local municipalities, have created these sexually oriented business ordinances where they require, where they don't allow the serving of alcohol, or full nudity. Some places have been able to get around that, like the Pink Pony, which is in Brookhaven. They're still operating under the laws of DeKalb County, so they're okay with that. They're okay.
Okay, Ms. Nichols, as our attorney and/or strip club owner, what do you think are the restrictions that are put in place on these establishments?
Well, I'll agree with Ms. Mitchell that there are restrictions on locations, which should be there, that they should not be near schools, churches, things like that. I do agree with that. A lot of the restrictions we come across are zoning restrictions. In the Atlanta, Georgia area, you cannot build any strip club. You have to purchase one that's already in existence. They will not allow for it. The biggest restriction on adult entertainment clubs is alcohol licenses. You can either have the alcohol license and not full nude dancing, but it's hard to get them together. Some have been able to do it. And that's probably the biggest restriction that there is on adult entertainment establishments right now.
Follies, they have alcohol. and they have
A lot of them do, but, and they're allowed to, but
Are
there's
there
some
any
they call
permit-
juice bars that are actually, they can wear pasties and G-strings and serve alcohol, or they cannot serve alcohol and go completely nude. The Atlanta area has allowed full nudity and alcohol at the same place.
Are there any permit fees or anything
There are
like
permit
that?
fees for anyone who works in an adult entertainment establishment. Some places are as low as $50, which covers the investigation and fingerprinting of the person and getting the license. However, some locations are upwards to $300, and they justify this by using the $50 to do the background investigation, and the rest is used for excess personnel for the secondary crimes that they think are going to happen around the adult entertainment establishments.
Okay, that will conclude this segment, and from here we will be moving on to what the future holds for the adult entertainment establishments.